This is Do-Rag Wisdom. I think today is the third day of this creep's who usurped him and his fascist, hypocritical piece of crap traitorous party. It's the second day of it. And I want to say to you folks out there, do not, please, do not let the birther bastard Trump, the illegitimate, the Putin puppet, don't let him control the conversation. You see what he's doing to what we had one of the biggest, if not the biggest, most massive, huge, bigly marches, the Women's March. And he's making it about how many people showed up to his obscenity, quote, inauguration. That's what he's making it about, folks. This massive march was about... He came to visit me. This massive march was not about the number of people that attended his this shithole thing that he did. It's about the issues that this march was about. And he is trying, him and his press and his ingsoc philosophy is trying to control the entire conversation. What do I mean by ingsoc philosophy? Well, those who follow this, subscribe to this broadcast, ingsoc stands for English socialism. It's an invention of George Orwell, who wrote 1984. It says English socialism. Now, Orwell was a socialist who felt outraged that these totalitarian systems were taking that beautiful word socialism and using it for their own purposes. The National Socialists, the Soviet Socialists, the communism thing, that they twisted and they turned something that should be democratic, that's not totalitarian, into just that thing. So he wrote 1984. Now, what's driving me crazy about... he wrote 1984 as a satire against what he saw as what they were using socialism for, to twist it, turn it, to destroy it, to create these totalitarian systems. Now, with ingsoc, the philosophy of ingsoc from 1984, if you haven't read it, please read this. It's a handbook on totalitarianism, on this piece of shit, this traitor who's now sitting in the awful office. The principles of ingsoc include the mutability of the past, doublethink, and newspeak. I've talked about this before. And what it basically is, briefly, mutability of the past means you can revise the past. The party, the totalitarian party in charge, revises the past to fit itself. Doublethink, that enables you to revise the past and claim you never revised the past. See, doublethink, very important. Holding two opposite beliefs and believing in both of them when it's convenient. Like the fake news thing with this birther bastard. Oh, I'm a victim of fake news. As if he never used fake news. The master of fake news. Who's the one that invented the birther shit? I will never forgive that piece of shit for what he tried to do to our first African-American president. I will never forgive the Republican Party for what they did to this man. Never. And what they're trying to do now is destroy our country under the guise of ingsoc, doublethink, newspeak, using this language, political language. Like, here, this guy Price, he was told point blank, do you believe everybody has a right to get health care? And he said, they have a right to have access. See the difference? It's driving me crazy because these bastards are using the playbook of ingsoc, English socialism from 1984. All right? Everything that comes out of that bastard's mouth is Ingsoc. I'm a victim of fake news. He calls the CIA that they did Nazi Germany on him. You know, he knows that people are comparing him to Hitler and to Nazi, so he turns around and uses it for his own benefit. You see what I'm saying? And of course, we don't have the actual language of newspeak today in our society like Orwell invented. But he meant that, sorry about that, he meant that newspeak is like the political language. The language designed to obfuscate, not educate. All right? And that's what's going on in our system today. So, getting back to this whole situation about this creep and what he's doing and what he's pulling, you have to keep your eye on the ball, ladies and gentlemen. He's trying to make the conversation about the media, about how it's betraying him, about it's lying about him. Look, the media invented him. Okay? The media gave him attention, every bit of attention you could imagine. And now, because the media is going back on him, he's going to respond negatively. He's going to brand them as the worst scum. He's the worst scum. You see, that's doublethink. When he was talking about crooked Hillary, right? He hasn't shown his tax returns. He's crooked Donald. Doublethink. And then revise the past. I'm willing to bet if these GOP fascists stay in charge, they're going to come up with the vision of history that Obama got us into the Iraqi war, that he caused the Great Recession. You know, watch yourselves, folks, and stay awake. Read 1984 and keep an eye on this scumbag. Especially, look what he's going to try to do to the press. Everything about him is totalitarian, this creep, this traitor. He wants to have military parades. You know, the erect guns, like the erect penis that he wish he would have. In the United States, military parades to show, hey, look what we got. He wants to take the press corps, move it from the White House, where it should be, one of the foundations of our democratic republic and our Constitution, to a larger venue so he can invite all the creeps in. And he drowns the free press. That's what he wants to do. He wants to drown the free press in this larger venue so that he could give forth his Twitter lies. And remember, folks, Twitter is not the press. When this creep says, I'm going to talk directly to the people, that's not talking directly to the people. What talking directly to the people is when you get on the phone with someone and say, how you doing, Joe? What's going on, buddy? Twitter is free speech, and not all free speech is true. So he can use free speech to talk to the people all he wants to, but it's the free press that he's trying to destroy. The objective free press that says, hey, look, man, that's not right. You're lying. You're trying to create a fiction here, blah, blah, an alternate reality. Hey, Professor Brown, Doc, Marty McFly, where are you when I need you? This is an alternate reality. I can't take it. So, you understand how I relate 19... You know, Rachel Maddow, who I love Rachel Maddow, but I get very annoyed when I disagree a lot with her, especially like what she said, what Trump is doing is Kafka-esque. Sorry. No. Yes, part of his thing is making our bureaucracies worse for us, to make it harder for us to help us. Because Kafka was about the bureaucratic, the ice-cold inhumanity of bureaucracies. But this is Orwellian. This is about governments, totalitarian governments, systems of thought. And whether he knows it or not, he is using the playbook of Orwell's 1984. And if you don't believe me, I always say this, please read that novel. So, keep your eye on the ball, folks. He is trying to turn this beautiful, powerful march into something about him, about his inauguration numbers. Don't let him change the narrative. You're in charge. You're his boss. You can have him fired. And the least you can expect from the President of the United States, whoever it is the truth. The truth and respect for the systems of our democratic republic, especially the free press. Oh, and by the way, keep your religion out of our lives too, Mr. Trump, Mr. Birther Bastard. More about that another time, folks. Thank you. Be vigilant. This is Do-Rag Wisdom here, folks, and I want to welcome any new subscribers that have come on, and I want to express my appreciation here for all those folks who have subscribed to me. I'm just like you. I'm just a regular person, and you can tell. Look, I need a lifestyle lift. You know, it's bad. You know, look at that. It's gonna. Before I know it, this is gonna be hanging down under my testicles. Anyway, I really thank those folks here who are subscribing. And if I don't answer all your mail, or you know, like the comments and everything, please, I'm not being a snob. I'm just trying to keep up with making these broadcasts. You know, that's the most important thing. And of course, I have my other endeavors that I try to get done if I can. So, including clean the toilet bowl and do my housework. You know, somebody around here has to clean the house. My wife works. See, so if I'm retired, excuse me, if I'm retired, who's going to do the housework? Her. So, if I don't always get in touch or whatever it is, please don't be offended. And of course, a lot of this, what I say on this site is my own opinion, of course. Some of the stuff my subscribers, I mean, I may lose tons of subscribers with some issues, but please understand, no matter how I stand on an issue, I live in this country, and I have to give this country the first move in the most progressive, liberal fashion that I can. We'll be talking to you more, and please tell your friends, even your enemies, this is Do-Rag Wisdom. And I'm here to help you fight and resist against this new enemy that's come into our lives.